Okay, we're gonna need some glue. Well, I like any glue except the school glue. It's too runny. Some white paint, any white paint, and some talcum powder. You may want to wear, I do, an inexpensive little mask for when that talcum powder is flying around. I usually make small batches because I don't like to store it, but when I do store it, I store it in these little containers here. So there's a top, and that top helps preserve it. Should have had one handy. As a starting off point, you might want to start with 1/3 cup of talcum powder. I decided to add the paint to the gesso. This is some alcohol ink I made the other night. We're gonna make some soon. Oh shoot, oh shoot. It wasn't tight. Isn't that pretty? Where's the screen? Oh, there. And I added some interference gold mica powder. I bought it. I might as well use it up. Add a little more. And I'm gonna add a little glitter. This is a silhouette brand tan with something I bought. Oh, that's way too much glitter. Oh well. Who knows how to look? We will see. It'll be different. That's for sure. Usually I like a piece of parchment paper, because you could just pick that up and toss it. Oh, no hide from it now. Oh, here it is. I usually buy the sheets. It's easier than tear. You see, they know we're using it. They even put measurements on all this stuff. Oh, I got it from Walmart. I got a good deal. $2 or $3. And I got my pieces. Hmm? What'd you say, babe? I have packages? Alright, I'll be down in a second. I'll be right back. Santa Claus just arrived. Amazon. Not Amazon, Walmart. Be right back. I decided to add the paint to the gesso. This is some alcohol ink I made the other night. We're gonna make some soon. Oh shoot, oh shoot. It wasn't tight. Isn't that pretty? Where's the screen? Oh, there. And I added some interference gold mica powder. I bought it. I might as well use it up. Add a little more. And I'm gonna add a little glitter. This is a silhouette brand tan with something I bought. Oh, that's way too much glitter. Oh well. Who knows how to look? We will see. It'll be different. That's for sure. Usually I like a piece of parchment paper, If you could just pick that up and toss it. Oh, don't hide from it now. Oh, here it is. I usually buy the sheets. It's easier than tear. You see, they know we're using it. They even put measurements on all this stuff. Although I got it from Walmart, I got a good deal. $2 or $3. And I got my pieces. Hmm? What'd you say, babe? I had packages? Alright, I'll be down in a second. I'll be right back. Santa Claus just arrived. Amazon. Not Amazon, Walmart. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. Santa Claus came, brought these, and I've been waiting on these. I like to paint with them. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna drop this in some water. I scored there because I'm gonna use eyelids, and I'm gonna attach these to the base soon. But first I'm gonna paint them with this concoction I came up with. It's purple alcohol ink with some interference gold mica powder and too much glitter. Although you won't see the glitter until it dries. I want to see how loud my dryer is on camera. I don't have your everyday ordinary dryer. I like that little Tim Holtz because it's silent. I like to use it late at night, but I lost it. I gotta have a show and tell soon of what I recovered this time from Jim, and I'm so excited because I got some things back that I didn't think I was gonna get back. Might show you a few in between, but right now I want to test this dry out. This hell heat gun. See how noisy it is, and can we bear it? Oh, that's not so bad, but I won't let you go through that. I'm going to continue painting. The one thing I do want to show you, last year when I got sick, I just bought a sewing machine, and Becky sent it to me in California, but she didn't send the attachments, and I thought they were gone for good. But Jim had them, hallelujah. And Jim's been a dear friend for years. We used to fight like cats and dogs because he wanted to come over and sit. He's a single man, younger than me, but we were good friends. He'd be lonely. There's not that many Mexicans in town like me. I was the only black person for a long time, and he felt comfortable around me. My problem was I never wanted to entertain Jim because I just wanted to crap. But God had been dealing with me about opening up my life to people. How can you tell them about Jesus if you don't ever want me bothered? And I was turning into a grouch. In fact, when Jim come over here to bring this stuff, he can't just drop it up and leave. He gotta say, "Oh, look what I found," and I'm like, I want to do this by myself, and ooh and ah, I wish he'd shut up and go home. But he ain't. He gonna sit as long as he can till I put him out, and he be waiting for me to. He's surprised he see a change in me, 'cause usually I said, Jim, go home. But it take me a long time for me to go off on him. And he like that. He's so messy. He be waiting for me to get mad. 'Cause in the past, before I put on Christ, I would throw him out of here. Say, boy, hurry and get away from me so I can get some work done. And he would get so excited when I do that. I said, Jim, you really need a life. Be fun though. Put my music back on. So, oh shoot. Can't stand that phone. Every time I touch it, it do everything but what I want it to do. So I don't need no music. So yeah, that's not bad. I see the glitter kind of shining through. See some sparkly. I was gonna do this brown, and I really thought that I'd grab brown alcohol ink and it was purple. So well, guess it's meant to be purple. The first coat is just rough. I'm gonna let it dry so that I could get the edges. I'm not worried about the inside right now. I don't even know what color I want it to be. But yeah, he was able to find a lot of stuff. I gotta show you something. Oh, that's my paper towel. You know, I keep alcohol. I have to label them in one of these spray bottles because you can just clean up anything. Running my fingers. I don't want to touch. Well, it's dry, so I ain't gonna hurt you. But before I got sick, I bought a bunch of these, and I was delighted. When Jim came here yesterday and he had some, this was one I had opened. Because when I do necklaces, I don't like to be bothered with what I'm going to hang them on. And I bought these things off eBay and they were so cheap. And look, they're ready to hang anything. And now that I'm working with fibers, it's just perfect. And I had bought pinks and blues. And when Jim walked in here, I spotted him right away. And I almost lost my mind. Look at that. Ooh, I'm a happy camper to be able to get this set. I didn't think in my wildest dreams I'd ever see this stuff again. And he found my little butterfly clips that I would use for little girls, little fascinators and stuff. Oh, he rescued some clay. I'm on cloud 9 about that. And it's only a year old, so it's not that hard. Although I had conditioned clay that was 10 years old. Mama lady, she said, CJ, you just amaze me. I'm sending you some clay. She said, I gotta tell you, it's old and I would throw it away, but I know you. You gonna throw it in that blender and it's gonna be like new. And she was right. I got so much stuff. One night, I'm gonna turn the video on and I'm gonna show you stuff that Jim was able to rescue. Meanwhile, back to work. So this is gonna be fun. I can't wait. That big one I'm gonna work on, you know, on the side. But it's gonna be gorgeous because it's like a little shrine, a little. You open that book and all kind of stuff could be waiting for you on the inside, and this lets your imagination go wild. I think that it would be fun that even if you did this little one. This is about maybe 6 inches, and the little one is 4 inches. Then there's one about 8 inches, and then that big one is about 10 inches. I think this is a good size. It's not too little. It's not too big. And the images will fit on it. Now, you know those images. Oh, by the way, I was playing with that alcohol ink that I made, trying to get all kind of effects. I was working on what's called Yopo paper. It's made for alcohol inks, and I think that we're gonna have some fun. I wanted to show you that even the homemade alcohol ink will give you those same effects. Here I did it on just straight on the cardboard, and it's still not bad. But I could, even if I did it on a Yopo, I could still mount the Yopo on cardboard to give it height. If you want to, because you don't have to. You could keep it flat. those images that I printed out that disappeared. Oh, and nobody's in this house but me. Where does stuff go? No gremlin. Should be in the area. I didn't go nowhere. It irks me when I can't find stuff. And I can't find stuff when I'm on camera. I'll have it 5 minutes before I go on camera and some little demon come and take it and hide it from me. It's that same little gremlin that's in my mirror every morning. I think it was that woman. I don't even recognize her. I know why. I know that's why old women don't have babies, 'cause heck, we lose them. See, where's my child? She was here a minute ago. Thank God she could come cry eventually, 'cause that's the only way I find. I wish I had a beeper clap on and find everything. 'Cause I can't help find nothing. And I know I'm not senile. I don't think. I told Becky to let me know if I start having strange behavior. She said it would be hard to tell because you always have had strange behavior from the time I met you. She not kidding. It's amazing that Becky is in my life because I used to run her. I've always been alone and I don't like nobody to come over and interrupt me. I don't know why they think crafters are. They feel like, well, you ain't doing nothing. You can entertain me, but I am doing something, and I do it best alone. And I would tell Becky, if I throw a rock, would you go away, please? She said, no, because you need me. I said, Becky, I never needed nobody. I'm totally independent. She said, that little burnt up hand of yours, you can't even comb your hair. And you know God sent Becky in my life, but Becky never left. And really, I knew her husband first from church, and she goes to the Catholic church, and she didn't go to his church, and we're working on that. I've seen a change in her too. She's seen a change in me, and we fiercely opposites. I'm a Trump lover. I'm sorry. I do. I love that man. I know he had faults, but every man that God used in the Bible had faults. The thing that I love about him is he loves God. I don't care what nobody says. This is the first time in a long time that we have a president who asks for wisdom. Let me tell you something, baby. That's a blessing. And what he did for Jerusalem, oh, he don't know it, but he helping to fulfill Bible prophecy. There's a whole lot going on. I wish that more Christians would read the Bible, especially the Old Testament. You won't have to be walking around fearful and scared, because God already told us what's going to happen. I mean, I can't wait to get out of this little body. And if he gave me this kind of pleasure on earth just doing class, he said our little pea brain can't even comprehend what he has in store for us. I thought if I was an astronomist, I wouldn't have to go to books to study the stars. I could just zoom up there and check it out. Oh, I can't wait. In all of eternity, it's going to be a wonderful thing to be able to see my mama and daddy. And, there were relationships that didn't go so well on earth, and we get a second chance in heaven. We walk in forgiveness. My mother and father wasn't perfect. Their mothers and fathers wasn't perfect. And we are all under the penalty of sin from Adam through his disobeying God. And one of the hardest things I find to do is convince people that they're sinners. They don't want to hear that. They say, oh, I'm not so bad. I say, well, I'm sorry. The Bible says that your heart is desperately wicked. Who can know it? We don't even know our own heart. Only God knows. And we are not basically good. People say, oh man, it's basically good. Nope. Nothing good about us. We need a savior. And the hardest thing for me to do was get off the throne of my life and put Jesus there. I didn't want Jesus telling me what to do. That was my stumbling block. That's a lot of people's stumbling block. I don't need God to be telling me what to do. I said, well, Satan gonna tell you what to do. You gonna listen to somebody, that's for sure. If you ain't listening to God, you sure listening to something else. Your God is either money, women, liquor. We all got a God. How the song go? Stand for, you're gonna fall for anything if you don't stand for something. We don't have to be guessing. I mean, it is so plain. The devil don't want us reading that Bible. He definitely don't want us reading the book of Revelation. He always trying to say it's mysterious. And the book of Revelation is one of the most organized books in the Bible. The whole third chapter is talking about every denomination of church. There's one, I think when he's talking to the church of Sardis, I believe he said, I wish it was cold. I wish it was hot. You ain't cold or hot, and I'm gonna spew you out. It's like drinking lukewarm water. That's the worst thing in the world. And where they lived at, there was hot springs and there was cold water. And by the time either one of them reached them, it was lukewarm. So they knew exactly what Jesus was talking about. He said, I wish that you was hot or cold. But because you're lukewarm, I can't stomach you. You make me sick to my stomach. That's because they was not. And there's a lot of churches that are, when he used Smyrna, he's speaking to denominations that are not even trying to tell people about Jesus. And those churches are still in existence. You know, what hurts me so bad is a whole lot of preachers are not telling the people what God told them to tell them. Nobody wants to hear about hell. They want to talk about heaven, but baby, there's a hell. My grandma told me when I was out there sinning, she said, you're floating across hell and you're holding on to a spider web. Scared me to death. Scared me straight. A spider web over hell? Shoot. Boy, them old people know how to paint some pictures to get a meaning that you could understand. She was trying to save me. God don't want nobody to go to hell. He said he didn't even make hell for man. He made it for the devil and his demons. Man sent himself to hell. Because they'd rather believe any old junk than believe what God said. They don't want to believe. But I'd rather believe God. It's easier for me to believe in a virgin birth than to believe I evolved from some monkey. Now that's stupid. You have a hard time convincing me of that monkey jump. You come out better telling me that Christ was virgin born. I could grasp that. And I know that Roy Moore was an immortal man. What's the word? Immoral man. But I got news for you. Mary was probably about 13. You know, it's only in recent years that the age of consent have changed. There was a time 40, 50 years ago for a man to date a 14 years old. That wasn't nothing shocking. Usually girls got married at 15 and 16 years old. In the Bible, they sure did. Not saying it's right or wrong, but I'm just saying. Mary was a young woman, not even 17. What we call sin is quite normal in other generations. And really and truly, if you look at those little girls' mamas, they was encouraging some of them relationships. They trying to get rid of a daughter, shoot, and get paid for it too. They could call it a dowry. So there's a whole lot of sides to stories. But if you look in that Bible, Noah was a drunkard. Abraham lied his behind off, and his son Isaac came back and told the same lie. You know, David was a murderer and adulterer, yet God still called him a man after his own heart. Why does God use imperfect man? Because that's all he got to work with. There's none righteous, not one. But thank God we can't save ourselves. That's why Jesus died. That's why it's worth celebrating Christmas and Easter. He took our filthiness and gave us his righteousness. Thank God. Because we can't live this Christian life. You saw the problems that Paul had. He said, the things I want to do, I find myself not doing. That's because the flesh and the spirit is at a constant battle. The flesh is at enmity with God. If the flesh had its way, we'd never serve God because we too busy serving flesh. But we can't do it, and God knows we can't do it. That's why he gave us the Holy Spirit to convict and convince us. And thank God my righteousness or my holiness is not dependent on me. I never make it. No, it's dependent on what Jesus did. Now we do things, works, because we appreciate it, but works is not going to save us. I love Mother Teresa. She did a lot of good work, and Mother Teresa did not invite Jesus in. And baby, she busting hell right open because there's only one way to the Father, and that's through the Son. I don't care how many works you do. Now, as a result of what he did for us, we do practice works, but it's not to save us. Works cannot save us. It's evidence that we've been saved, and we're no longer selfish, and we open our heart to people. Uh-huh. Now, if you want some texture, I usually use my little Seafarm sponge. I got one. On the outside, I want some texture because I'm not going to put too many images on the outside. I could even stamp into this stuff if I was ready. I would, but you can. Speaking of stamps, I don't know how long I've been on this video. I'm going to show you one more thing. That's got to dry. You probably have seen these, but they're called, I forgot what they call. Snappy farms or something. Let me find something. Oh, here's something. I've been crocheting. I love to crochet wire. I've been crocheting this wire, and I've been putting beads in it as I go along. Isn't that pretty? I was gonna make a bracelet out of it. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do with it. Might put it on a door or something, who knows. But you take this little thing right here, get it good and hot, and then you press it down. Hope I got it hot enough. It don't take much. But when you press it down and pick it up, look at that. And then I might put it on here. Then you take a stamp. This Jim rescued this. I don't even know if it got any ink left in it. Might be too dry. Might not. Should use another color. I don't think I'm gonna stamp it on my thing because I don't know what I'm gonna get. I'll stamp it on the back of my template. It's too dark. Alright, where's my version? Oh, here's the archival ink. See if we got any ink in it. It used to be darker. See what we got. So if you don't have no stamps, don't worry about it. You can look around the house and find all kind of textures. Ooh, look at that. Nice. And then take the heat gun, heat it up again. That's gonna disappear, and you can use this bad boy over and over and over again. Sometimes I cut them to 2.5 inch or 1.5 inch and stamp my little square. Let's see. I know it's gone because I dried it. But it's ready for another texture. In fact, I want to do this rope because it's interesting. Look at that. This will be the last thing I do. I don't want this video to be too long. I either will do it in parts 1 and 2. All that, you know. I'll splice them all together. See, now that I got this video recorder, webcam late at night when I can't sleep, I'll put my headphones on and do a video. Cause these people sleep like the living dead. I couldn't wake them up if I wanted to. Once they sleep, they sleep. Did I ain't get up? I don't know. But got just that quick. And you ain't careful. They don't be messing like me. I don't know what my hurry is. Oh, I know what's my hurry. I don't want this video to be too long. Look at that rope. I could spend time, but that's some nice section. And you know, while that gesso is wet, I could plan it. I could do it all the way around. Although I'm coming back when I get this door ready. I'm gonna come with Liz's trims and stuff. She got some pretty stuff. And laces. I'll put all around and fix it up. And them images, I'll put images. Then when you open it up, I gotta paint that. Might paint it gold or something. Alright, let me stop so y'all can see this. And I'll talk to you soon. I sure enjoyed you people. Bye.